Cleveland's City Hall, the site of today's annual Veterans Day ceremony. Mayor Justin Bibb on hand to honor the veterans in attendance. The hour-long ceremony included guest speakers talking about a variety of topics, including the importance of women in the military. A resource fair was also held to help veterans get free flu and booster shots, and we say, from the bottoms of our hearts, thank you to all of those who have proudly served our country.
You know, one of the conversations that comes up around Veterans Day every year is how we have to remember the need to take care, better care of their health for them. Senior health correspondent Monica Robbins spoke to a Rocky River native who's a retired Vice Admiral and has particular insight on the needs of veterans.
Dr. Forrest Faison is a retired U.S. Navy Vice Admiral, also the Navy's 38th Surgeon General. Thursday, he challenged medical students at NEOMED to start thinking about ways to not only help the nation's veterans, but also vulnerable populations.
In Iraq and Afghanistan, we had the highest combat survival in recorded history. And we have data going back to the Revolutionary War. If you had a survivable injury on the battlefield, you had a 97% chance of survival, 97%.
It brought home nearly 152,000 wounded warriors, including those with PTSD, brain injuries, and amputees. Despite the nation sparing no expense to help them recover and rehabilitate, surviving and thriving are two different things. 22,000 veterans are homeless. More than 36,000 have substance abuse issues. 1 in 5 have suicidal thoughts, and while rates have slightly decreased, it's still not enough.
And every single day, 20 veterans kill themselves. Every single day.
The shortage of mental health resources can lead to physical issues.
That if you have untreated PTSD, you have a 200% increased risk of developing a chronic disease because you don't take care of yourself.
He said in most cases, disability benefits don't pay a living wage. The issues facing our veterans are a microcosm of the nation as a whole.
So the questions he's been asking the government for years are still not answered. But locally here, our institutions are making social determinants of health part of the prescription that will impact our most vulnerable as well as our veterans. But we still have a very long way to go. Another issue is help. While there are many philanthropic organizations helping our veterans, their donations have taken a hit due to the economy. Some have seen a 20% decrease. That's something to think about when you're considering holiday giving. Then less than 1% of our nation served in the armed forces, but they do so much for us.
That is such a great reminder because there are so many organizations that are clamoring for us to remember at Christmas and through the holidays, throughout the end of the year. We can't forget this one.
No.
Monica, thank you.
Sure.
Important story.